if you are into e-commerce business or you are into mini importation business, and your problem right now is how you can get your product to your customer, which is the shipping and the logistic part. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about some logistic and delivery option that you can use to get your product to your customer. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, so as I said earlier, we're going to be looking at what are the shipping and the logistic option for e-commerce business right here in Nigeria, right? So this is exactly what we are going to be looking at today. So right here, I have four options with me. We have the logistic company which operates with dispatch rider. We have the transport company, which are the like bus going to Owerri, Onitsha from Lagos and all that. So we have those one, which is the transport. We have do it yourself, which is you have to do the delivery yourself anytime you have an order. Then you have get someone to do it for you. Now the fourth part is how you can get someone to do the delivery for you. And now we're going to be looking at each of these options and see the cons or what you have to keep in mind when you are using any of these options. Now when it comes to the logistic, that is, you want to use the dispatch rider. The few things you have to keep in mind is that most of this logistic company or dispatch rider are very slow when it comes to delivery, because your order is not the only order they are going to deliver. So this might take a little bit of time before they get your product to your customer. Another thing you also have to put in mind is that it's expensive. Working with this logistic company these days are very, very expensive. Imagine from getting an order from Yanopaja to Ikorodu and they are charging you 7,000 naira, 8,000 naira for logistic, for delivery. Imagine telling your customer that the logistic company you want to use or their delivery fee is 7,000 naira to their location. It sounds ridiculous, right? Within Lagos, we have not actually moved out of Lagos yet, so that is very expensive. And this has happened since the removal of the fuel subsidy. So you also have to keep that in mind, that working with this logistic company as well is very expensive and a lot of failed delivery. The fact is that working with this logistic company as well leads to a lot of failed delivery, and most of this failed delivery you have to pay for them, right? Most of this logistic company, before they actually pick up your order and deliver it, they have already collected their payment upfront. Either they deliver it or not, they have already got paid. And sometimes if they want to even return the item to you, you still have to pay another money to like return the item to you. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that these people remit payment late, which is most of the time when they want to remit the payment, they are going to remit the payment late. Especially when you run payment on delivery and they have to help you, the dispatch rider have to help you get payment from your customer, then give you the payment, like remit the payment after the successful delivery. Sometimes this can be a little bit of issue when it comes to the payment part. And the last one I'm going to talk about is the lack of communication. Most of these dispatch rider don't actually communicate well with the vendor, which is you in this case. So it's kind of hard to communicate with your customer and also communicate with the rider, because the customer might want to know the current state of their orders while trying to reach out to the dispatch rider and they are not responding. So these are the things you have to keep in mind. Now going to the number two, which is the transport company. I've tried these people before when I started my e-commerce business 2018 and towards 2019 as well. What I found out about them is that, for example, sending order from Lagos to Edo and you give it to these people, most of these customer over there will insist on payment on delivery. Now this transport company, we agree that they are going to help you to collect this payment. So at the end of the day, they will help you to deliver the product to the customer, they help you to collect the payment. But the thing here is that most of the time this driver will not actually remit the payment, and this driver are not trackable unless you go to the park, go back and forth, which is not something you might be ready for at the moment if you want to really grow your business. So most of the time, what you have to keep in mind is that this transport company usually run away with customers' money, which is the vendor's money, and it's not sustainable. As I said earlier, going to park back and forth, you want to send to order to Lagos, send to this, send to that, is not actually sustainable and is not scalable as well. Is limited. There's a limited amount of order you can send using this method, and also it's kind of stressful. Going to park back and forth every day to send order to different location might be a little bit time consuming and also stressful. Now going to number three, which is the do it yourself. Now at some point in my e-commerce business, I had to start doing delivery myself because I was not happy with the way delivery company, logistic company handle my products. So at this point I was very frustrated that okay, let me just go and be doing it myself. Why this is a good option? Because it's going to help you to save money, and the money is coming directly into your pocket, so you don't have to fight the logistic company of remitting your payment and all that. Why this is a good option? It's kind of stressful when you are doing this, and also it limits on the number of orders you can deliver. Imagine having like 20 orders per day, and the only order you can deliver as far as Lagos is concerned right now, you cannot deliver more than 5 orders, right? Maybe you are lucky enough to deliver like 7, which means you still have 13 orders on the table to deliver. Now, if you try to deliver the order the next day, which is the remaining orders, more order is going to come in. That is the next day. So you have 13 left. Another order, maybe like 15 order comes in, which means the order is piling up. Now, the only way to settle this is either you pause the advert, stop running for that day, then you clear the order you have on ground and continue when you are done clearing the order, or you just keep piling it up. Now, with this scenario, when you are piling it up, that means you are leaving some orders on the table. You are not attending to those orders on time. And these people, what they actually do is that when they order on your store and you don't deliver on time, they go to another store and order the same product. Now, those your competitor are likely to deliver faster to them because maybe they are using another way entirely, or they don't have much order. Now, while you are trying to attend to them, on the other hand, you now find out that okay, another people have delivered to them just because you are not fast enough to deliver it to them. Now, this is, as I said earlier, this is a little bit good compared to the other 2 options, but these are the one of the most issue you are going to face, which is the limit of the amount of order you can actually deliver, because it's a one-man mopo. Yeah, one-man mopo. So you are the only one in the business, you are the only one running that VAT, talking to the customer, doing the delivery. So just trust me. I tried this, and at some point I burned out, and it was very serious when I got sick. So now this is not sustainable as well. You will not have time for yourself, and it's time consuming. Now, when you are doing this, it's kind of consuming your time. Most time, sometimes I do get home by 1 o'clock in the midnight, 1:30, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So I have to wake up the next day trying to do the delivery again. So you don't even have time for your family, you don't have time for your wife or husband and all that. So it's kind of time consuming, and doing this will make you unproductive. By the time you got home, trying to check your advert, reply comments on your advert, and maybe check your customer WhatsApp and all that, before you know, the day has already ended and you are preparing for another day. So this thing is time consuming, is not sustainable. Now, moving on to the last one, which is the number 4. Now, getting someone to do it for you is also good, but what you have to keep in mind is that most of these people have bad intention for your business. Some of them want to run with your goods, want to run with your money. Also, these kind of people are very hard to find, and they also remit late, which means you have to go back and forth before they actually remit the payment. And the delivery is kind of slow sometimes because there's no system that you want to lay down for them to follow so that I can make the delivery faster. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that they are not committed to this kind of thing, and there's no way to tie them down. Now, what I've actually do is that throughout these 4 options, logistic, transport company, do it yourself, and get someone to do it for you, I found out the one that you can actually maximize a little bit is to get someone to do it for you. Because take it or leave it, all these logistic company are just like one people, right? They're in one club, so there's no way you can control them. If you have to work with the transport company, on the other hand, it's very hard to work with transport companies, especially when you are doing within a city. For example, if you are in Lagos and you want to deliver within Lagos, it's kind of hard to get transport companies to do that for you. And if you want to do it yourself, there's limit to the amount of order you can deliver. That is the fact. Now, what I've go ahead and do is that I've experimented a lot of things in the past few years running this business, and one of the delivery strategy I've tried and it's sustainable is when you get someone to do it for you. Now, I've tried this at 2019, 2020, and this failed woefully. So there's one of the delivery agents run away with my money, with my goods. So it was very sad moment for me, for my business. It was very hard time for me, but somehow I was able to get along and try this method over and over again until I was able to master this method. Now, I said earlier, the method that I'm going to be showing you in this video at this point is how you can get someone to do this delivery for you. And after trying this for over 2 years, I'll go ahead and set up a video training that is going to walk you through the entire process on how you can get someone, how you can onboard them, everything you have to do to get into this system. Before I implement this, I was doing like maybe 200k to 300k per month in my business. That is the highest I can go, 300k per month. Now, since I've implemented this, I'll be able to go from that amount to 600 to 1.7 million naira monthly. I know this is not that of a big deal, but for someone moving from 200 to 300k to 600 to 1.7 million, to me, that is like times 2 to like times 5 of what you are doing before, which is very, very impressive if you are going to ask me. So if you stay to this point of this video, it means that you are one of the lucky people that will actually lay your hand on this system. Now, the name of this system is called Fastlane Smart Ecom Fulfillment System. Now, this is the entire system that I've set up on how you can find someone, which is, we call it self-delivery agents. So you find the self-delivery agents, you onboard them. If you don't do this thing properly, you will run into debt. Now, the reason why you are very lucky is because you are not going to be experiment with your money, just like the way I did. I experiment with my money, people run away with my goods. I lose some money here and there while trying to implement this system because I'm tired of this logistic company, transport company. I cannot do it myself at this point. So the only option I know that I can at least optimize and maximize is getting someone to do it for me. Now, I said earlier, you are not going to be at risk of losing your money trying this system because I've already go ahead and try it for you. Now, what does this Fastlane system help you to achieve? Now, this system helps you to get more successful deliveries, reduce your failed deliveries. Now, this system, what I noticed is that before now, my successful delivery rate was like 40 to like 50%. But since I started implementing this system, my successful delivery have went from that amount to 60 to 75%. Now, this will also reduce your failed delivery. As I said earlier, it's going to increase your successful delivery rate, and it's going to reduce your logistic expenses. I said earlier, right now, there are some locations you might want to send products now within Lagos. The dispatch rider is picking up the product within Lagos, still doing delivery within Lagos, but you are going to be paying like 4,000, 5,000, or up to 8,000 naira doing delivery within Lagos. But with this system, I'll be able to set it up that I can go as low as 2,500 to deliver my product to any location within Lagos, and highest I can go when I want to deliver product within Lagos is 3,500, and that is if the product is maybe like somewhere like Badagry, Bejuleki and all that. But you can go as low as 2,500 to deliver your product 90% of the time to anywhere. So this is what you are going to get when you access this Fastlane system, and also it helps you to get your order to your customer faster. Now, imagine a scenario whereby a customer order a product from your store and he also order from another store. Now, at this point, it becomes the game of who can deliver faster. Now, if your competitor are using maybe like logistic company, which kind of slow, and you are using this system, there's a high chance that you are going to be the first person to get to the customer faster. Either you like it or not, these people will always go for the faster one. So you want to stay ahead of your competitor so that you can beat them in their own game. Now, these are the few things. There's a lot of things this system can actually do for you. So I'm going to drop the link to the landing page of this system down in the description of this video so that you can just read through the landing page and read more about this system. Now, why is this system better than the other alternative? Why is it better than logistic transport company doing it yourself, or getting someone to do it for you on your own way without the help of this Fastlane delivery system? This is scalable, it's sustainable, it increases your revenue and profit by 2 to 10x. I said earlier, the highest I was doing on my store before now is 300k, but since I implemented this system, I've go as far as 1.7 million, 1.5 million, sometimes 1.2, 1.3 million naira every month. I said earlier, these numbers are not that very big compared to what most people are doing in the e-commerce space. But considering the fact that where I'm coming from, 200, 300k to this point, I think is very impressive results, because at this point of time, I don't have to limit myself to the number of the order I can deliver again, because right now I have 10 self-delivery agents in my system that are ready to pick up the order deliver anytime, any day. And that is why this has helped me increase the number of successful delivery I have, and also increase my profit, and also increase my revenue. Keep in mind that once your revenue increase, automatically it's going to affect your profit. So when I was doing 300k before, maybe I was making like 100k profit or 70k profit. Then when I was doing 1.5, 1.2, 1.3, automatically the profits increase. So that is the good part of this system. Now, how much does it cost you to get into this system? I know this might be the question you might be asking right now. Now, as at last month, I offer one-on-one training to one of my students. His name is Daniel, who was also struggling in the e-commerce space. And after coming across my program, he just told me that, see, I don't want to go into the program. I want you to teach me live on how I can do this. So I charge Daniel 150k to train him on how you can get into this system and maximize it. And since that time, he has been enjoying this system. It's one of the most practical system you can get when it comes to doing delivery within Nigeria delivery system in general. But the thing is that I'm not going to be charging you 150k because that might be a little too much for you. It might not be too much for Daniel because he actually knows the value of what he's getting, but that might be too much for you to pay. Also, you are not even going to be paying 100k to get access to this system. You are not going to be paying 50k. You'll be getting access to this system today for just 12,933 naira. Imagine a system that took me from 300k per month to 1.5, 1.7 million naira per month. The same system I'm going to be handing over to you for less than 13,000 naira. That is for less than $10. A system that can generate you up to 1.5 million, that can times 5, times 6, or even times 10 the current sales you are making right now, the current delivery you are making right now. You are being offered this thing for just 13,000 naira. I know it's very cheap, but what I'm doing is that I'm trying as much as possible to help as many as possible e-commerce business owner and business owner in general as I can. So for just 12,933 naira, you are going to be getting access to the system. So for you to enroll right now, just go to the description of this video, and you are going to, the first link you are going to find, just click on the link. It's going to redirect you to the page, and you have to make payment. But if you still stay to this point, I have something special for you. If you have not go to the website right now, I have something special for you. But you are lucky to be among the first 50 people that are watching this video right now. If you are among the first lucky people. But the truth is that not everybody that's watching this video are going to be among those first 50 people. But if you are lucky enough to be among those first 50 people that are going to go to the website right now and get access to this program, you will be getting 40% off of the original price. Meaning that I'm going to be removing 40% of the price. So for you to get that, you want to use this discount code, just go to the website, click on the description of this video, or I'm just going to go to the website so that I can put it through on how you can do this. So just click on the description. Then when you get to the checkout, just come back and copy this, or just type this phrase, because I'm not going to leave it in the description of the video because I don't want too much people to get access to it. I'm giving you access to it right now because you watch the video to this part. Not everybody that starts watching this video are going to watch the video to this part, and not everybody that watch the video when I mention the price, not all of them are going to get to this promo code right now, this discount code right now. So for you to use this promo code, what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to walk you through the process on how you can use this. Alright, so once you click on the link in the description of the video, this is the page is going to land you on. So you just want to scroll down till you find a button. You can read through the page. You just want to scroll down till you find a button that is going to allow you to enroll. So click on this button like this. So it's going to redirect you to this page. Then you want to scroll down, then put your name, the email address, phone number, then password. So I'm just going to fill this detail. So once I fill the details, I just want to click on this claim special offer. So once you click on that, the way you can get the discount, you can see that right here, if you get here, the price is 12,933 naira. So you just want to paste the code here. So you can type YouTube-FS, which is Fast Lane Smart Ecom Fulfillment System, then 40, which is the 40% discount. Then once you put that, just click on this apply. So once you apply, automatically it's going to remove over 5,000 naira from the initial price. So basically you are going to be paying 7,779 naira, almost less than 8,000 naira to get access to this system. So once you remove that, then you want to go ahead and click on this button. It's going to redirect you to Paystick. So when you get here, you can pay with your card. You can also pay with bank transfer. So it's going to generate you the bank transfer right here. So just make payment, then you get access to the system. So this is the fastest, the most reliable, and the most efficient way you can deliver your products within Nigeria or Africa in general when it comes to e-commerce business or you sell products online. If you find this video helpful, kindly give this video a thumbs up so that more people like you can get to see this video. Share this video with your friends, subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell notifications so that anytime I drop a new video, you'll be among the first people to be notified.